All right. Hello to everybody and welcome to our webinar together with mPersona 365 and Cryptshare. From my side, hello to everybody and a warm welcome. We will talk today about secure communication all the way. So it means how to secure your email communication, especially against the hacker attacks, for example, and of course, different other topics. What we were talking to today about, and we are concentrating on what happens to the information you send via email beyond your firewall. So today we want to find out first what is Cryptshare, what are the USPs of Cryptshare, and why, of course, it is necessary for nearly every company to use such kind of tools like Cryptshare. As an agenda, I would like to start with a company overview, and after that, I will make a short introduction to the topic, email security. I will talk about some use cases, and of course the USPs at the end. And I will show you within a perhaps live demo or within a video how easy it is to use Cryptshare, especially when you're using Microsoft products like the Outlook, because for the Outlook we've got an Outlook add-in, and at the end I hope there will be some time left for questions and feedback, of course. Yeah, just to introduce myself, my name is Oktay Umul, and I work as an international business development manager for the Cryptshare company. I'm situated here at our headquarters in Freiburg in the south part of Germany. Perhaps you know that. And I'm the person to contact about new projects for partners and for customers. That means I support our distributors like mPersona in the US and all the partners and resellers in successfully getting new customers all around the world. So just some short figures. I don't want to bother you with these kind of information, but Cryptshare was founded in the year 2000. So we are not a startup company. We are working on this issue, email security and email encryption, for more than 20 years now. And it is still a private company led by the owners, Dominic Lair and Mark Forrest. So the last year we had a fast growing, and we are still a self-financed organization. At the moment, we've got around about 76 employees who are working for Cryptshare. And as you can see above on the slide with the numbers, Cryptshare is installed by more than 2,000 customers and is used by more than 4 million licensed users in over 30 countries. So in Freiburg, you can also find the support, the customer care and development teams, which are working together in one department. And Cryptshare is not developed somewhere else, and we are working closely together with our partners in persona. So if there's anything what you would like to know, or what you would like to go for a kind of proof of concept or something, please let us know. And mPersona will do everything to make this possible. Yeah, so the topic was communication of today, I would say. So let's have a look on how communication in business is managed today. So how are companies using digital communication? So as you can see on the slide, we face to a lot of different communication partners, such as suppliers, such as colleagues in the home office at the moment due to COVID restrictions. So we've got some partners, service providers, and in some use cases, or in some cases, we even get communication with private persons. So what we see at Cryptshare and what I see or what everybody has to see is information often only has value when we share it with others, with our different communication partners. So what makes Cryptshare? Cryptshare enables you to exchange confidential data, on the one hand, spontaneously with any internal or external contact. So that means you can send and receive messages and files of any size in an encrypted and, of course, traceable way. So it is not necessary that your communication partner knows the system you are using for email security. So it's not necessary to, yeah, do kind of installation or something. And when I ask you the question, how do we send the information in business environment or in private environment every day? We are still using email. We do it digital in the most cases. So we are using email or different other tools. And yeah, so why do we what we are doing to use the email? If we have a look on the email, it's widely available since 1984. So the most widely used communication medium is still in 2021. So there's a long time gone through this period and a lot changed. But email is still standard based. There's no single manufacturer. So its universal availability in business and in private communication makes the email, yeah, so good and so often in use. But what I always do is I compare the email with a postcard. So what does an email, yeah, has in common with a postcard? So what I can say is that if you don't take care about your emails, it's exactly like a postcard because everybody can read them freely. So if I don't care of my systems, if I don't make some kind of email encryption or something, the email in standard is not secure enough, either for hacking reasons. And this is also the topic of today, because what we want to avoid is um, that in some cases, of course, we don't just have to secure our email communication. We also have to secure different other firewall settings, other communication attacks, which could be within the company. But if we concentrate on the email, if you're using standard email, it is like a postcard. It's not, yeah. Um, secure enough, also for compliance reasons like GDPR or other compliance. So everybody who gets in touch with the email, for example, my email service provider or others who are, yeah, who've got access to the servers where the email is going part and part. So everybody who's got access to that can read and write and even change the content of your email. So who wants that? So in my opinion, I don't want to that anybody else can read or see or even change my messages which I sent through the email channel. And yeah, what can say is yeah, there was a kind of really interesting story. One of our customers, yeah, before he came to Cryptshare and before he was securing his email communication with a tool like Cryptshare, um, it was a kind of, yeah, company who was selling machines to foreign countries. So they decided to deliver the machine after getting the money transferred to their bank account. So they sent the bank details via email to shorten the story and waited for the money. So there was always like 6 weeks after receiving the money, we will deliver the machine. And yeah, it was a huge amount because it was like $100,000 approximately, this project. And so they asked some weeks later, like 6 or 8 weeks later, so what happened to our machine? I mean, we already delivered the money. We already sent the money to your bank account. So what happened to the machine you wanted to send us? And yeah, when they had a deeper look on it, they realized that the bank details were changed and the money was sent to another bank account. So somebody who was like able to read and to change and to send the email again um, was sending or changing the bank details, and the money went to a wrong bank account. So this went to court, and the lawyer told the company to deliver the machine because they did not take care of securing their email communication. Of course, there's another disadvantage of the email because it's like a postcard. It's not only the security reason, because the post officer who's delivering the postcard can also read all the information which is written on the postcard. But the other point is that it is not possible to attach, for example, folders or other information to the postcard. So there the postcard and also the email is restricted in a kind of way. And of course, what we are doing with Cryptshare is, Cryptshare takes place and makes out of the postcard a strong encryption for mails and also for attachments. So with Cryptshare, it's also possible not only to secure the mails, but also the attachments, which are larger than 100 gigabytes or 500 gigabytes or 1 terabyte or something. And there's the full compliance and control from the sender to the recipient with no size limits. And as I can say, it's still easy like sending a postcard. So to summarize it, your postcard is okay for holiday greetings, but for nothing more. So if there's some data or information which is sensitive or which is has to be secured, then it's of course to use some kind of tools like Cryptshare. And I will show you later within the demonstration how easy it is to use Cryptshare. Another point is that we also focus on the GDPR compliant email. So if you're working together with the European Union or something, some companies or partners here in the European Union, it's also necessary to protect and encrypt the emails and also the attachments which is sent through email. So this is also a topic, and it's also compliance within a company, compliance within the healthcare industry, within other industries, that you have to classify your data, and that you have to ensure compliance standards. If we just summarize the points which I already talked about, is the challenge of the email. So we've got the security aspects. So the standard email as we send it now is not secure enough, and it's not secure enough against hacker attacks. So of course there are different methods hacking or entering a company, getting access to the data or stuff like that. But one entrance method and one of the highest entrance methods is still the email. It's still the email communication because there are also human beings sitting behind the computer and behind the email communication. But it's really easy to enter the company or to get files transferred for a hacker through the channel of email communication. Because after the sender opens after the recipient opens the email and downloads the folders or files in the attachments, it could be already too late for the company to be attacked by hackers or to be attacked by Trojans or other third-party tools, which are immediately attacking the whole IT infrastructure. And then it's not really easy to negotiate with the hackers and try to get a solution without paying a huge amount of money to get the information decrypted again. And that's why we always say, okay, it is necessary to secure the email, because it's the standard of 9084, and at the moment we are facing two different challenges, and so we have to secure the email. The next challenge is, of course, the file size limit. So it's always limited within the email communication to share large files, larger than 5 megabyte or 10 megabyte perhaps. But more is normally not possible to send through the email channel, and that's what Cryptshare is doing here. Another point is traceability. So with Cryptshare, we've got also the possibility to see if the files are downloaded or not, and if the recipient has received the information what we wanted to share with them. And if we are not doing something against as an IT department or as a manager of a company, the consequence is most like in human nature, there comes a kind of shadow IT into place. So the users, they find really creative ways to avoid company IT and its specifications, and are using their own tools and their own software, like WhatsApp, like WeTransfer, like different other tools. So what I would like to talk, I hope it will not be too technical, but on the left side you can see that Cryptshare, to develop or to use or to install a Cryptshare, is really easy to install or to use, because you've got the choice as a customer to do it on premise, so that the Cryptshare server can be up and running within a couple of hours. In your company, within your IT infrastructure. So it is also possible then for your customers to use your Cryptshare server, which can be done easily. And it's also possible to ask in persona to be a kind of hosting partner, to offer this kind of service in the public cloud or in the private cloud. At the moment, it's available on Microsoft Azure platform, and on the in persona platform as well. So it's up to you and your needs of your company, where you would like to use Cryptshare, either in the Express, in Persona Express, or on the cloud-based service, or on premise, or in persona could be also your hosting partner in that way. So when we have a look on the right side of the slide, there you can see that we've got different possibilities to work with Cryptshare. So there's the web application. This is for your contacts, because there's no user account or software installation or any license or certificate required. So with the web application, the communication takes place via an easy to use web app or web interface, so which can be completely adapted to your corporate design. I will show you later some more information about that. The next point is the Microsoft Outlook add-in for your customers. Cryptshare can also be integrated into their email system, but the good aspect is that you can implement the Cryptshare Outlook add-in directly into your Outlook clients. But I will show you later in the live demonstration how this works. Another point is the Hcl Nodes integration. So perhaps there are some of you who are using Hcl Nodes at the moment. We've got also an integration to that system, and of course the API, which not only systems that create or process files can also be connected to Cryptshare and exchange data confidentially. So it's not only human beings who are producing or creating files or data, And yeah, not only your employees, but also some of your systems generate sensitive data and large files that need to be exchanged securely. So yeah, the only choice is to use the email route, and therefore you can also use the application programming interface. So if you get some third-party tools, you can connect them to the Cryptshare server, and the Cryptshare server then takes over the delivery of the generated files, and your recipients will receive the files. This can be done by by Java or .NET, and it's also possible to use this with a robot. But of course, automation is not limited to the sending of files. Even if you have systems that receive and process files from external senders, Cryptshare is a suitable solution for automating these processes. So for your customers using a Microsoft Dynamics Nav or another CRM, it is also possible to send the files and messages directly out of the Microsoft Dynamics Nav, for example, or from the SAP, or from different other tools. So if we summarize the challenges, especially to be prepared against hacker attacks, it's always the same. So antivirus is installed, firewall is installed, everything is fine. VPN to the offices, security awareness trainings, etc. But what about secure communication via email, or the file transfer via email? So what are we thinking about this? And this is exactly what is like not the yeah, highest level of security needs, but if we see how the hacker attacks are increasing in the last years, we have to be yeah, we have to be honest to ourselves that secure communication via email is still not yeah, so in common, or is not still so much in use that we have to start securing our email communication at the latest this or next year, because otherwise it will be really hard to yeah, get not involved into hacker attacks or something like this. So where can we use Cryptshare? As you can see, it is necessary for all departments in your company. So if you want to be like compliant with your email and with personal data and with email encryption, which you all share via email, also personal data, also secure files, also data from your company. Yeah, it's all the same. You can or have to use it in nearly every department: human resources, marketing department, legal department. The management has to use it, and of course in sales, to send huge files, information, videos, or marketing material. It's also good to have a kind of tool where you can share more information than just 10 megabytes or 5 megabytes. If we have a look on use cases, for example, Cryptshare is very strong in public authorities. So information exchange that does not run over secure government networks, for example, like local council meetings or communicating with citizens or with other councils or with other governmental institutions, it is always necessary to have a kind of secure transfer method. And like expert opinions, tenders, or documents, forms, or applications which have to be submitted, like in order to use large files. This is always yeah, kind of the situation that still 59% of the citizens use the internet to get in touch with public authorities, and that they still want to use email and want to share their files and their sensitive data through the email. If we have a look on the healthcare industry, we've got a lot of doctors who have to share patients' data with different other doctors, with different other institutions, with the with the hospitals, but also with the insurance companies, and therefore Cryptshare is also a good option or a good method to encrypt and to transfer large files. So with Cryptshare, we've got two possibilities or one tool or two tools in one. So you can send emails in an encrypted and traceable way, and you can send and receive also large files within this email. If you have a look on the manufacturing industry, these are the most or this is the most industry which is affected by cyber attacks. So 66% of all the companies which are talking about that. So nobody or not everybody would like to talk about that they are affected by cyber attacks. So it's 66% who are telling, who are honest and sharing the information that they were affected by cyber attacks. And it's not easy if suffer production or operating loss due to cyber attacks is a kind of long-lasting process sometimes, and so we have to do something against it. And these cyber attacks can be easily minimized if you use tools like Cryptshare, use other IT security tools that you get your company secure enough, not to be affected by hackers or not to be attacked by hackers as well. Another point is, of course, the finance and insurance industry. Communication with new potential customers, like insurance applications, brochures, reports. If you have to send photos for the insurance card or other notification of claims, invoice dispatch, or these kind of things, you can use Cryptshare. And it's still for 55% of the customers in the insurance industry that they would like to receive information via email. So this is another good point, that if you would like to fulfill the need of your customers, then it's always necessary to offer the email channel as well. As I already said, not only your employees, but also some of your systems generate sensitive data and large files that need to be exchanged securely with contacts outside or inside your company. So these systems can be linked to email. There are many files and data that you probably don't want to exchange unprotected. So or they are even too large for sending them on the normal way. And with this automation, with the Cryptshare robot and the API, you can do the file transfer for mass distribution, one to many or many to many. Files sending is no problem. So it's like from your ERP system, deliver orders, order confirmations, delivery notes, invoices, etc. So these kind of topics you can also handle with the Cryptshare robot. If you've got a website or a web shop, deliver documents to your clients. This is also possible with the Cryptshare robot or with the Cryptshare API. Some of our customers, they're using to send the pay slips or the commission statements to the employees securely. This is also possible to do this with the Cryptshare API or with the Cryptshare robot. Here I've got an interesting use case. At the moment, due to the COVID pandemic, the Robert Koch Institute is the national health governmental health institution here in Germany. And between the Robert Koch Institute and 180 different laboratories, there was a challenge to fully transmission or to send large files, large amounts of data, due to the different virus methods, it was always necessary to send and receive and have a look on the mutations. So these mutations, if you have a look on them, one sample is like nearly 500 gigabyte of data, and they had to send like 90 terabytes daily, and automatically, because after analyzing the COVID-19 results, they had to send them. And the solution was, thanks to the unique technology in the field of automation, data can securely collected from the laboratories, and analyzes from the COVID test result data, and the Robert Koch Institute processes the data automatically. If you have a look on the USPs, so we can say, okay, Cryptshare is really easy to use. Anybody who can handle email can handle Cryptshare as well. It is ad hoc used by any internal or external user, and there's a fast deployment, I would say, and it's no client installation required. There's a simple administration, and we've got a really flexible licensing model. So it's up to you, up to your IT restrictions or needs, how you would like to set up Cryptshare within your company, within your own IT infrastructure, or if you would like to use the in-person 365 cloud-based solution, or that in-persona is the kind of hosting partner of your company. So now I would like to show you a short video about how Cryptshare is working with the Microsoft Outlook add-in. I hope you will enjoy.
The Cryptshare web app offers you a simple way to send emails or files of any size at any time to anybody securely, without having to install any software. However, if you use Cryptshare on a more regular basis, it is far easier to use it straight from your email software, in this example, MS Outlook. The benefits of using Cryptshare's Outlook integration are: you can send and receive secure email and large files directly from the tool you work with most. There is no need to change applications. You benefit by saving storage space on your Exchange server, saving considerable costs. You can access any directories that are integrated into MS Outlook for addressing messages, reducing risks of wrong addressing. You can use the powerful MS Outlook editor for creating your secure emails so that they look professional. Your sent and received messages are stored directly in your mailbox so that they can be found if needed. Easy attachment of files and folder structures, for example by using drag and drop. You like Cryptshare for Outlook and want it to make your daily work easier? Then get in touch with us and we will give you advice on how you can use Cryptshare for Outlook in your company. To send a message or large files from Outlook securely, simply create a message in the usual way. To activate Cryptshare, click on the Cryptshare symbol in the upper left corner. This activates the Cryptshare Attachment Manager. You can add files via the paperclip symbol, drag and drop, or via our Attachment Manager. Only when using the Attachment Manager, files of any size can be attached. For the other options, the size limit of your email server applies. In addition to manual activation, Cryptshare can also be activated automatically. Automatic activation can take place based on a definable threshold value regarding the attachment size or through a freely configurable email classification. More information on the email classification can be found in our video, Email Classification in Outlook, GDPR Compliant Data Classification. Existing attachments are also added to the Attachment Manager. If desired, you can now add further files or remove existing ones. When you have finished the message, click on Send as usual. A dialog opens in which you can configure the options for the transfer. To make it as easy as possible for the users, the administrator can define which options are available and therefore visible. In our example, you can see all available options. The system shows you until which date the files are available for download for the recipient. An earlier expiry date can be selected if required. After the expiry date, the files are automatically deleted from the server. You can also specify the language in which the recipient is to be informed about the transfer. The last selected language becomes the new default value for future transfers. If you just send an email without file attachments, it is automatically converted into a confidential message and transmitted encrypted via Cryptshare. If you also send files, message encryption is optional. If you transmit the message in encrypted form, you can also specify whether the subject should also be encrypted. If yes, the subject in the notification email is replaced by confidential message. If not, the same subject will be used for the notification email. To receive a confirmation of receipt as soon as a recipient retrieves the data, activate the option Confirm Delivery. If the file names are already confidential, you can hide them in the notification email. Various security settings are available to secure your transfer. After activation with an initial one-time password, Quick takes care of all future passwords for the encrypted exchanges between the sender and recipient. For more information on Quick, click on the question mark symbol. The option Don't Set a Password enables the uncomplicated sending of large files without the sender and recipient having to deal with passwords. The transport of the data is nevertheless encrypted. However, the level of security is lower because anyone who has access to the notification email can also retrieve the transfer. Alternatively, you can also have a secure password generated and copy it directly to your clipboard, or set a password of your choice. The password requirements and the available password options can be specified by the administrator. The symbols below the input field help you to select a suitable password. Optionally, you can also send the one-time password via SMS. This requires the connection to a separate SMS gateway. You can find a list of compatible SMS gateway providers and further information on this in our Cryptshare for Outlook manual. If all settings meet your requirements, click on Start Transfer. The chosen content is now transferred via a secure channel to the Cryptshare server, where it is optionally checked for viruses and stored in encrypted form using AES 256-bit. All recipients are notified of the transfer by email. The password is stored locally in encrypted form and can be displayed again via the Show Password button in the upload area of the Transfer Manager. So you can no longer forget any passwords. The administrator can determine whether the Windows user password must be entered each time Outlook is started to display the password. Furthermore, you can revoke the transfer anytime. So if you've sent a transfer to the wrong person, you can now easily ensure that it can no longer be retrieved by clicking on Revoke Transfer. You like Cryptshare for Outlook and want it to make your daily work easier? Then get in touch with us and we will give you advice on how you can use Cryptshare for Outlook in your company. Now let's have a look at the recipient side. If the recipient does not have a Cryptshare for Outlook installation, the download is done exactly as described in our video via the web app, which you can see in our video, Send Large Files with Any Browser. If Cryptshare for Outlook is installed, incoming transfer notifications are recognized and displayed in the download area of the Transfer Manager. Start the download of your data. Enter the password you received from the sender. Depending on the content of the transfer, different options are displayed. Encrypted messages can be imported directly into the inbox of MS Outlook. Any file attachments can be attached to the imported encrypted message or stored elsewhere. In addition, or as an alternative, you can save the message as a .eml file and file the attachments to your file system. If the files exceed a size specified by the administrator, they are automatically saved in the file system. The imported message holds a link to the storage location. If the notification mail is no longer needed, it can be deleted automatically after the import. After a short time, the message, including its attachments, is in the recipient's inbox like any other email. A key advantage, along with the encryption and file size capability, is that this message is not transferred via a public email infrastructure but fully encrypted via the Cryptshare server. This not only eliminates the number of attack points, but also removes the email size limit and achieves complete traceability, including the delivery to the recipient. Your sent message can be found in the Sent Items folder, as with any other message you send from Outlook. Within the message, you see a note that this was sent via Cryptshare. You don't need to worry about the size of your mailbox. Even if you send multiple gigabytes via email daily, messages exceeding a size limit that can be set by your administrator will be saved without their attachments. Above your selected limit, the file names are shown as a reference. You like Cryptshare for Outlook and want it to make your daily work easier? Then get in touch with us and we will give you advice on how you can use Cryptshare.
Now we are back to the presentation. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, if we have a look on the USPs, so there's one product for secure email and file exchange without any size limit. So there's ad hoc use inbound and outbound with anybody. You've got the integration, as you saw in the video, into the email workflow. So it's possible to get other applications integrated or integrated to Cryptshare. And what we can say with more security, there are just one-time keys. You can encrypt the subject lines, and you've got full control over your data at any time because the data is not leaving your company. So it's not a rocket science what we are doing here with Cryptshare. We are facing different points. Using a Microsoft bundle can be great if all your communications are with other business partners who are also using Microsoft tools. But secure business communication often fail if your communication partners don't use the same tool, or if your partners have selected other technologies. So with Cryptshare, email encryption is easy and direct. So you can communicate to nearly everybody. Secure file exchange for files of any size is possible directly from your Outlook email interface. And with Cryptshare, you've got a lot of possibilities to do this. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure. Just to mention some of our customers. We are working together with Hugo Boss, with Ricola, Rheinmetall, ThyssenKrupp, Mannesmann. So we got Testo, Deloitte. As you can see there are different customers from different industries. We've got also Intertrust, the DHB Bank, different other companies who are using Cryptshare. Mitsubishi, for example, the Abu Dhabi Finance, different banks. Of course, there are a lot of companies or customers which we are not allowed to talk about, which don't want to be mentioned here in our slides. But we've got a lot of different other governmental institutions who are using Cryptshare to secure their transfers and to secure the email communication. What is taking into account? We are, of course, Teletrust and IT security, different ICO certificates, etc. So this is also what takes place. This is how it could look like. This is to show you just that we solve the challenges of the email in an easy way. So we got different possibilities to use the corporate identity, to use the corporate design, to show in the web application how easy it is to download and upload files with Ricola, with Mac, with Ricardo, with different other companies, because there's no certificates, no user accounts, no software installation, or any other external costs for contracts or something. It's just, yeah, that you get the Cryptshare license, install it, and then you can use it wherever you want to. Yeah, now I'm at the end of our presentation of today. So I would like to invite you to do a kind of proof of concept, to start with a proof of concept together with In-Person 365, so that you can see, that you can test how Cryptshare is working in your company, in your IT infrastructure. And we would be happy if you contact us at admin@persona360.com, and yeah, then we will get in touch with you and arrange some